Hello, 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 everybody. I am back with another video, Night Owl edition. Yay! I was looking for a little hair tie for my hair. I couldn't find one, and then I felt something between my toes, and I automatically had a hair tie. That is not me. Something out there is making it happen. So, with this Night Owl show, what's going to be happening, the layout of the show, let me know if you guys enjoy it. Hit the comment box and let me know what you guys think. But the beginning of the show, I'm just going to chit chat with you guys, tell some stories, see what's been going on lately. I have so much to share with you. It is blowing my mind, and I can't keep it in any longer. After about a little bit of chatting, King, we're then going to go in and get a reading done, get a reading in, and just go with the flow and the vibes of things. Since it's late at night, it's going to be very relaxing. I'm going to be talking slower to you, just getting you in a cool, calm, and collected state, and kind of ease you into getting a great night's rest, okay? So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to start off with what happened to me today. So I needed to take a nap, and I got myself all nice and comfortable, and I was actually going in it as like a meditation kind of thing, easing into my sleep, okay? And so I finally get myself to sleep. I quiet myself down because like there were so many noises, it felt like. And I was like, all I need is silence. I just want, like, I don't want to hear it. So once I get myself into that space of no longer hearing the sounds and the different distractions that are going on, I find myself sleeping. Okay, and what jolted me awake is the fact that I heard, it was my right ear, I heard one of the loudest ringing sounds that like pierced through my ear, to the point I was like, ah, like I put my hands over my ears and I tried to like wake myself up, but I couldn't. And I was like, oh no, I'm going down. Like, this is it for me. Call the ambulance. And that's literally what I was thinking in that moment. And I was calling out to those around me for them to help me. And it just, I was like, okay, I cannot move. And so once I realized that I couldn't move, I just kind of fell back into sleep and was like, I still need to sleep. My body doesn't want me to wake up yet. And upon that experience, I experienced so many different things. I know that there was a lot of different dreams that were going on, but the ones that stand out to me were so incredibly interesting. I feel like there was a woman in my dream with brown hair. And she was kind of sitting back, kind of observing things. And that was in my room. And then we moved to the kitchen area. So I don't know what happened between then and the kitchen. But from there, it was a woman talking to her child. And the woman with brown hair was with me while I was there, but I was observing the situation. So that was very interesting. So wouldn't that be considered an out-of-body experience? I'm not sure. That's something that happened to me. And then we were in a different position in a different area of the house, but I didn't see the girl with me, the woman with the brown hair. It was me, a woman I have a connection to, and then whoever that woman was talking to. And the woman that I have a connection to was talking about something. And I don't recall what the conversation was exactly, but I just remember that the pitch of her voice got higher. And I said, "You just lied." And she's like, "Well, and I said, the pitch of your voice is increased. You just lied." And so those are the experiences that I was able to recall from my nap today. And it was very interesting. I was laying on my back, and my hands and my feet were out. I was laying on my back. So that's the experience that I had today. So I'm like thinking about it, and I've had sleep paralysis a few times in my life, and I wasn't really sure what it was. And it's not like I could just say, "Hey, I have paralysis." Like, these crazy things are happening, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure what it is, and is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? And then when you go to like research it on, okay, anytime you go to research something, you're going to figure out what kind of disorder that you have, basically, right? So you're going to have sleep paralysis. Whenever you think of sleep paralysis, you're like, demons are coming for me, or something's going on and something shouldn't be happening. Seek professional help. You go get professional help to be on some medications that have side effects, blah, blah, blah. Totally different video, and I will bring it to you, and then you start to think that you are crazy and things are happening, but that's just not the case. It's a totally different video. I'm not going to get into it there, but that's kind of the short and sweet, hard to beat. And so that's kind of the space that I've been in when I've researched it in the past. But now things are a little different because the information is more accessible. So I went to Google, of course, and then from Google I was like, let me just get on YouTube. That's where everything is. And I came to find out some things. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. That kind of makes sense for why I am experiencing some of the things that I've been experiencing. And now it's just, I'm more aware of the things that I have been experiencing for a while. And it's just crazy, and it blows my mind, and I think it's awesome and it's beautiful all at the same time. Like the other day, I was sitting in my room, I was creating, and all of a sudden the door slammed. And as soon as the door slammed, my phone turned on. It like blinks the time every now and then. And it said it was 3:30. I got up, I looked around the house, saw what was up, saw if anything was going on, and the back door was wide open. So I shut the back door, and I then proceeded to the garage. When I got to the garage and sat down, my phone blinked again, and it was 3:33. I went to my trusty site that talks about all the angel numbers and all the angel number meanings. I will definitely have that link in the description box below. So anytime that you see some form of synchronicity, oh, I said that nice, you can look it up because you have saved this link in your bookmarks. So it's something that you can access so fluently, very quickly, easy peasy. Or you can just leave the tab up for whenever you notice something of that sort. So that's what happened, and I learned about 333. That's a very interesting one. And it kind of took me aback a little bit, but now I'm actually in front of this camera talking to you guys about these experiences that I have had experienced over the years, and it is blowing my mind. I'm like, I don't even know who to talk to right now, so let me just hit the internet. That's where we are nowadays, right? And I took to the cards, and I've been having really good readings. These readings have been amazing. I am so thankful to the divine interventions that have the downloads and everything that's coming through. I'm really excited to take the time to get to know the guides. It's really exciting. It's very exciting for me at the thought of having guides in a different realm that like are here for you and give you downloads and all of that kind of stuff. And in one of the books I'm reading, you have to be open and receptive to receive. And that's the key to success, is being open and receptive to receive. And then XYZ, plug in what you're open and receptive to receiving, okay? And I've really been putting those things into action, especially when I was meditating into my deep sleep. I got excited. I'm now excited to go to sleep to see what goes on the type and see what kind of dreams that I'm going to be having and different things like that. But as I was saying about the book, being open and receptive to receiving and getting to know these guides, as they suggest, it's like you have to put time and energy into what you're doing and getting to know the guides and building that trust kind of thing, which I'm trying to figure that out still. At the same time, it's like it manifests physically as in like our best friends, like the way you care for your friend and the types of relationships you want to have with those that you care about can be transferred into that situation. So I think that's really cool, and it's like exciting, like, oh, I have y'all out there. Oh my goodness, let's check it out. Let's see what's up. But it's like teetering in a sense because it's like uncharted waters. What do I do? So it's like taking it easy but not diving deep. And then all of a sudden at the bottom looking up like, what's going on? So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I am so excited to be doing a reading with you guys tonight. I'm going to be talking to you about the top cards that I have really been seeing in these readings that I have. Ooh, I just had something come over me. In through the ear. It was like a flutter in my right ear, and it came through to my left shoulder. Wow, I'm feeling different sensations right now. This is interesting. Ooh, I don't know. It's exciting. Okay, so one of the main cards that have been coming up in the many readings that I have been doing is busy times and multitasking, really checking your schedule, seeing the things that you are spending most of your time on and checking to see, moving things around, figuring out what works for you. So I've really been taking that very seriously and really seeing not just the things that I do, but how much time I am investing in those things, because time is everything. When you're pouring energy into something, something's going to come of it, good or bad. So where is your energies going towards? What are you doing with that energy? And I'm redirecting things, and it's working out. It's working out. Also, unnecessary worries has been coming up pretty frequently, which I do appreciate. Unnecessary worries. It's one of my favorite cards because it's like you have nothing to worry about. Quit tripping. And it's beautiful, especially going through this transition. I've been listening to podcasts and really diving deep into this whole experience. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. I'm definitely a newbie. I know there are so many readers out there, so many intuitive guides, and it's just like so beautiful connecting with a body of like-minded people. And when it comes to connecting with like-minded people, we are constantly connecting with like-minded people just based on our thoughts. Like whatever we are thinking about, someone else is also connecting to that, whether it's a low vibration or it's a higher vibration, you know? So it's very interesting to be able to like pause, check your thoughts, check your vibration, and seeing what you're focusing on. And if you are not happy with what you're focusing on, change it. Change your thought process and start working through that. In the podcast I was listening to, I learned about that transition stage of letting go of that old order and those old beliefs and transitioning to the new order and new beliefs. And that's also interesting because on the internet there's like the opposite of that. It's like there's so many different sides to the story, and they encourage you to do your research and really dive deep so you can find your understanding and your truth uh, through you, like instead of just taking what you taking things for face value, you know. And it's just so mind-blowing. I don't know. It's like the whole, like if you get online, I'm not getting like super deep into things, but like the New World Order, like there's a weird vibe going on with the New World Order, and people are exposing the New World, excuse me, the New World Order. But for me, New World Order, the new order that I choose, my new order of beliefs is changing. It's different, letting go of things that no longer serve, and doing things to higher vibrations and become loving inwardly and then outwardly, and practicing everything. It's pretty cool. There are times that I've doubted myself and I wasn't sure, and that's when you see unnecessary worries come up, and forgiveness heals is coming up. It's time to let go of things that no longer serve. So it's been really beautiful taking the time to do so. Also, I have not been making videos as frequently as I was because I was really taking the time to step back, work inwardly, as well as get to know my cards. I love my Crystal Angel Oracle cards. Like, they are everything to me. I just love them so much. And I was asked a question about these cards, and I think it'd be fun to kind of talk to you guys about it and my thoughts on it. So, a client came to me and they were asking me about the Oracle cards. And they were wondering if the cards have power. And when it comes to using crystals, using cards, and other tools that are out there when it comes to connecting with the divine power, or whatever you may choose to call it, I'm still working on it myself. Like, what do I want to call it, aside from what everyone else calls it? So that's kind of where I am in that space. But it's a tool, just like the book, the Bible, is a tool. So are the cards and other devices that are used for connection. It's a different language. And so that's what I think is so beautiful. And it's not to hold these cards up on a pedestal, not by any means. It's to welcome and infuse it with what's working for you. And this is what's working for me. I've been in different situations and I'm learning things, and I really love the cards. It's a beautiful experience getting involved in these cards, the shuffling of the cards, and it's exciting to be shuffling them, and a card pops up, and you're like, oh my goodness! And reading them and talking about them and implementing um, the cards. Like, I've learned so much. Not only have I learned the meanings of all the cards, I have been practicing and diving deeper into the card and taking what I can from it and working within to become a better version of myself. And it takes a lot of work to work inwardly and energy wise. And so it's really good to, take your naps and recharge your energy and eat food that facilitates all of these things that we want to accomplish. And so it's a lot of fun. It's going to be a great journey, and I'm excited for it. I think that's pretty much all I have to say right now. I do want your comments on the experiences that I have had. And what do you think? I don't know if you guys have been catching my incense, but the smoke is doing a little show for us, and it's pretty beautiful. And the way it's twirling, and it's going in two, going in one, and it's a fun little show. Oh my gosh, I feel really good about this right now. I like the night owl vibe. I'm really digging the dim light and everything like that. So without further ado, I'm going to get started on this reading for you. I'm going to give them a good, nice little shuffle. I'm also thinking about doing daily reads in the park. Just do one daily read in the park. And I won't do any readings until I do the daily read. Like, that'll be inclusive with my personal read, because usually I'll read, see what I can gather myself. I'm really practicing, and then I'll do a read for y'all. But I think that'd be fun. The early bird read. Go to the park, soak in the nature, and do a nice little read. I picture doing a read in the park under a tree. I think we're going to do that, and then we'll do the night owl edition. And it'll be. I think it's a lot of fun. Learning so much. I can't get enough. I'm like, wow. It's amazing. I shuffle till I feel good and ready. I have beat these cards up, I'll tell you that. Oh, yes, yes, yes. On the right side of the deck, on the bottom, we have life-changing epiphany or experience. That has come up more recently. Maybe that's what that was. I'm still tripping on the experiences that I've been having. It's just wild. And I'm like, is this really happening right now? Alrighty. I'm going to connect. Okay, this is the first card that popped up. Isn't that interesting? And I'll tell you why. Oh, yeah. Careful. I think that's all that fell, right? Okay. So the first card that came up was spiritual or religious community. It says join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. This resonates with me personally, considering everything that I just expressed to you a little while back. You know, it is time to join a community of like-minded people. And so that's where I usually ask for guidance, is in that realm of, hey, where am I supposed to go to join for like-minded people? So we got another card that came up. We have ceremonies and celebrations that popped up upright. It's an important life. Oh, it's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. So now it's time to celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. And you know what happens with celebrations? Eating! Say what? I love barbecues. Okay, the next card that comes up is Moonstone, and that's heightened intuition, honey. It says be extra aware of your inner knowings as it's trustworthy. And this is coming into like all these things I was telling you, and this card pops up as well. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm telling you. Okay, we have make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. I totally agree. I totally agree that self-care is essential now. Now that you know that you got some stuff going on. Now that you have heightened intuition and different things of that sort, it's time to take care of yourself. You have to absolutely take care of yourself. And it's about independence, not dependence. So you're going to have to really take the time to do what that takes and do what that means. Following that is ceremonies. Okay, okay. We also have purification and detoxification. Pretty sure it was right here. That's where I put it when I first put it down. And we have make time for self-care. And it says purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. It is time for it. And that is right under make time for self-care. And we have heightened intuition there as well. And I feel like these kind of connect because there are diets that you can take to keep your energies and the, you know, plant-based diets and things like that. So you're not weighing your body down and really taking care of your body and yourself and loving yourself. Thank you so much for this beautiful reading. Ooh, we got cards, baby. We got cards. Something has come out. What is it? See, I'll put it right here. We have socialize and join in. Make healthy and supportive new friendsps. and connections by getting involved with a group of like-minded people. So it's really time to get out there. And then there's going to be celebrations. We have a lot of fun stuff going on. I'm so thankful for this reading. Thank you so much for this beautiful reading. I hope this blesses my lovely night owls. Let me know what you guys think of this reading and the style and how I read. Oh, wow. More cards have come flying, you guys. They have come flying. Okay, this one flew out. We have a couple more that have flown out. I don't mind when they fall out. I honestly don't. So since that has happened, I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to be doing here and kind of how I keep my readings in order. So heightened intuition, joining. So it's going to be like this because these are kind of have the order of the cards, and these kind of have the same kind of feel and theme to them. We have make time for self-care and purification. So I'm just keeping these organized, okay? And then we have healthy communication and relationships. We also have revealing your true self. And life lessons. You can break free from recurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessings they contain. Yeah, I've been seeing life lessons come up as well. Especially, this is a great card to kind of show you, like, hey, there's karma coming up. So, you can take karma as karma. It's like, yeah, you put something out there in the universe and it's coming back at you. We get that. We understand that part of karma. But diving deeper is like, okay, what do I need to learn from this situation so it doesn't continue to reoccur? So that's what I do love about this card. Revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you are. Yeah, this card resonates with me because I am finding my way. So it's fun to find my way and express as is, you know. And of course, healthy communication in relationships, heart-to-heart discussions, and clear, assertive communication will help you understand and be understood. Anytime you have a conversation that needs to be had, this card shall come up and let you know. You got to have a heart-to-heart conversation, and it needs to be clear, assertive communication so you understand and you can be understood. So that's what I'm getting so far. I continue to shuffle the cards in case any other messages are here for us. And then I'll probably check the bottom of the deck and grasp the overall energy. So we have some karmic situations coming up. I don't see it as a bad thing at all because you're always learning something. It says life lessons, so you're going to come from it and know that there's a blessing. Like when this card comes up, know that something good is coming out of it, you know, because you're praying to know the lesson and the blessing. So it's like a two in one. You're getting two things out of this one situation. You're getting a lesson that'll help you, you know, become a better version of yourself, and also you're going to catch a blessing from it. So it's not bad. It's not bad. It's all about your mindset and what you choose to focus on in the situation, okay? All right, all right, all right. I'm feeling so good, so empowered in this reading. Yes, honey, yes. Alrighty, I'm going to check the bottom of the deck for us. And we have spiritual path. It says your true beliefs are becoming clear to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Overall. Well, that's it for you. That's it, my beautiful Night owls. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please make sure you comment. Like I said, I'm going to have that link in the description box below. So anytime you catch synchronicities, you can check them out and you can really begin to inform yourself. It's really fun when you catch them and you'll be like, oh my gosh, at this time, what was I thinking about? Let me go see what it means. So that's kind of how it goes with me. Until we meet again, sending positive vibrations your way, my beautiful people, my beautiful people. My beautiful body, like it's just a body of people because if you think about it, everybody's mindset, your thinking pattern is in sync with wherever you are, whatever you are thinking about. So you're never alone. That concept of being never alone, like whatever you're thinking, someone else is thinking it. So that's where we are right now in that space. So I thank you guys for taking the time to really come hang out and come check this space out. No matter where you are, I am so thankful. I saw some of those analytics and I'm like, what? People from all around the world are checking me out. And I know it's a small channel and we're just getting started. But honey, this is just the beginning. So I'm excited to grow and you'll see it for show. I'm signing out. I love you all.